Good morning, guys. We're on day two in Arizona. Autumn is just waking up, getting herself ready because she's got clinics today, learning seminars, whatever you want to call them. She's learning some weapon forms for her teaching. So she's got that going on today. I don't know what my plans are today because she's going to be gone a good majority of the day. Mike says I should be a good Taekwondo mom and just hang out there. I don't even think they want me hanging out there. And why would I do that? So I'm gonna figure out what I can get into. Um, Already been up for a couple hours, 2 hours. I woke up at 5 a.m., which is 7 a.m. our time, so it's not really that late if you think on those terms, but early here, so I'll probably be tired early, but we'll see. But I was up at 5 a.m. tripping over a garbage can. I'm not used to this layout yet. Took a shower, got ready. Now we're making breakfast. There you go. Got the butter melting, the sausage starting to cook, the bagels out. We're making sausage bagel sandwiches. So we're getting that ready. Got to get Autumn ready, get her dropped off, and then figure out what I'm getting into today. I might make myself a cup of coffee at some point. Oh, never used to drink coffee. Thank you, Mike. But just getting that stuff going. I'm gonna get the eggs going, and we'll see what today brings. Look at that. Picking up some sausage. I also have some fruit over here we can use to eat and making up some yummy breakfast. You guys don't want to get bored with this too long. Well, everything's done, including a bubba tea. We found a kit that you can make your own here. Never seen them around our house, but Autumn was pretty excited about that. So we're gonna eat breakfast and get on with the day. So our first stop, or my first stop, was the Botanical Gardens of the desert. Instead of seeing flowers, we saw some oddly shaped cacti, some prickly pears, not peaches, prickly pears. Prickly peaches. I want one of those. I would really like to add one of those to my yard. Yum. What do you think? Do you think I could get away with it? According to what I read, Northwest Indiana, you can actually kind of maybe grow some prickly pears in your backyard. I might have to try that. I really might. But I went walking around here. It's about an hour and a half, unguided tour. You do it yourself. Not fully marked out, so it's kind of a random wandering. But I do think I walked most of the trail. Today was a free event, which was awesome. Unknowns to me. I did not know it was free. But normal price is $15 a person for the summer. It was a neat little place to go check out. You could see a lot of the native plants in the area, and it was all in one localized space. You also could see some huts and things that were built that were just kind of neat. You could see how the Aztecs lived and all that stuff. God, I want some prickly pears. I really want some prickly pears, guys. Talk me out of it, because I'm going to get me some prickly pears. The other really, really weird thing still to me, obviously, is the palm trees. Still doesn't feel like that should be there, but that was kind of cool. We found out about the native tree and why the trunk's green. The trunk is green because it helps with the chlorophyll and water retention so that it can survive the desert with minimal water and small leaves. Makes more sense. Also found out that cacti actually have a lot of little holes in them and stuff that are designated as basically the birds make it for a home. We found out some interesting stuff as we walked around, or as I walked around. I keep saying we. Autumn was not with me. She was at training the whole day. But it was pretty cool to see all this stuff and just check out the different things. Crazy to see little lizards running around. As you can see there, little squirrels or groundhog-like things were running around as well. I saw a lot of different birds with some interesting sounds, prickly pears, and I was also able to spot, can't think of it now. I was going to say something. Oh, aloe plants. Aloe plants in the wild, basically, even though this is a botanical garden. That's crazy how big they get. Never realized a aloe plant would get as big as they do. So that was kind of cool to see as well. I definitely did enjoy walking around here, even though it was like 110 degrees and extremely hot. But they had places you could fill up water bottles throughout the botanical garden. So you could bring a water bottle and you could refill it. They also had some little drink stations where you could actually get a bottle of water, Gatorade, whatever, for like $2. Not too horrible. Some really nice people walking around that you could talk to. That was nice. A lot of people just kind of wandering randomly that they were from other states as well that were not used to this extreme heat. One thing I will say is you go under a shaded area, it drops at like 20 degrees. There's one of those green trees, guys. See how that green trunk? Yeah, that is beneficial to the tree. But that's their native tree, I guess. I would have assumed cacti were the native tree, but instead it's the green tree. Another palm tree. Good, healthy looking palm tree right there. But I really did enjoy this. Definitely, if you're in the area, it's worthwhile to go check it out, even if you have to pay that $15 per person. Really would be worthwhile to go see and check out all the different cacti and read some of the stuff that they have out there about it. Crazy when you see these huge aloe plants right here, guys. Huge. Look at that. That's crazy. They are ginormous. They're like the size of me. I didn't know aloe plants could get that big. Apparently, I don't take very good care of my aloe plants. But I'm going to let you guys finish watching this tour of the Botanical Gardens. I can't talk today. And, oh, wait, here's some gardening. You see my beautiful garden, and then you see the dried out, dying, withering away, crying for help, coolness, and water gardens of Arizona. The sunflowers seem to kind of like it. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this tour, and I'm just going to be quiet the rest of it. Beautiful rock formation, sand formation. That sound. I don't even know. A little scurrying lizard. That's crazy. The lizards. It is very pretty back here. It's hot. Right here is where it talks about all the uses for the holes and the reason why there are holes inside the cacti. You can see that little hole there that an animal would have made. And a little further up on that small arm, you can see a very, very hollowed out hole that probably was a bird's nest. Each thing has its purpose. And here's one of those huts I was talking about, like the Aztecs, or I'm not sure which tribe would have made with the resources that they have available within the area they were living in. It is amazing how much cooler it is inside these little huts. Pretty cool. It definitely drops the temperature, even though there's obviously not a solid building over you, and it's obviously not air conditioned. But it is amazing that it does definitely cool off significantly. It's kind of cool that they could make these little huts out of the little bit of items that they had resources available to them. Here's another little hut that another one of the tribes would have made, or people that had lived there. I don't remember every one of them. Well, guys, I decided to come over from the Botanical Gardens to Hole in the Cave, Hole in the Rock. I don't know. Decided to come check this out. I probably will be back with Autumn to this. And I don't know if I'll climb the whole thing because it's hot. I'll probably do it again with Autumn. And I wore the wrong shoes. So we'll see. It says area closed right here. Trail healing. But we're gonna see how hard the climb is in sandals. Worst case, we come back later. Like tomorrow with Autumn. Probably not today. palm trees in Arizona. Never expected that. But I'll come back if I find something cool to show you, because my phone's almost dead too. Simple climb, guys. So aside from the fact that I'm fat and I'm out of shape and it's hot and all that fun stuff, the climb really wasn't that bad. For the most part, it's smooth. The rocks that are there don't move. And at one point when you're going up, it kind of is like steps. So really, it was not a bad climb. And up there, I think that's an eagle. Is that an eagle, guys? I think that's 2 eagles. There were at least 2 flying around. And that's the beautiful hole that you can look through and see that beautiful view once you get to the top. Just an all-out beautiful view. And really, this climb took maybe 10 minutes. It really wasn't that hard of a climb. It was well worth the climb to get up there. I was in sandals, flip-flops to be exact, and it wasn't that bad. So if I can do it, you most definitely could, especially with the proper climbing shoes. How cool. Okay, guys. Day's not near over. It's only like 1 o'clock. I'm going to wrap this video up, though, because it's going to get really long otherwise. Maybe there's more to come. I don't know. I kind of sat down and wrote down an itinerary for the rest of this trip. Itinerary. I probably said something wrong. Michael teased me on that one. But Autumn is still at training. I'm back at the B&B. I'm going to chill. Spent quite some time outside today. Checked out some pretty cool sites. Definitely got to bring Autumn back to the hole in the rock. Don't know if she's going to want to go to the Botanical Garden, but we'll find out. I got to figure out with her what our plans are, and we'll go from there. But guys, stay kind. You don't know what anyone's going through. And we'll catch you maybe today again, but for sure tomorrow.